Hi all, this is Mohit Tyagi. Today we will discuss a new SQL problem where we will find out sum of first two transaction amount of each bank. So here we have two input tables. First one is transaction table where we have transaction ID, transaction date, amount and bank ID. And the second one is the bank table where we have bank ID with respect to their names. And with the help of these two input tables, we need to find out this output where we have sum of first two transactions amount of each bank. So to achieve this output, first we need to do the inner join based on the bank ID so that we will get the name out of this bank table. So the two field transaction date and transaction amount we will take from the transaction table and the bank name we will take from the bank table. So these three fields we will get like J, K and L, right? So these three fields we will get with the help of select statement. And then with the help of row number window function, we will do the partition by bank name and order by transaction date. So that we will have the partition based on the name, right? And order by transaction amount. So that every bank will have their separate partition, right? So I have highlighted with the different color coding. So after getting the partition by bank name, we will do the filter, right? Filter based on the first two transaction amount, right? So, and then we will do the sum of amount. So that we will get the sum of first two transaction amount, right? So that's how we will achieve this output. So now let's move into the SQL part and we will see how we will write this query. So these are the two tables that I have already created. So for you, I have created these commands. So I will add these commands into the description so that you can also try at your end. So now let's move into the query. So first we will use the inner join with these two tables based on the bank ID because bank ID is the common field. And we will take transaction date and amount from the transaction table and name from the bank table. So what we will do, we will do like a dot, we will keep a as like transaction as a, right? And from here we will take a dot transaction date, a dot amount, b dot name. We will use the inner join bank table, and we will give it alias as b on a dot bank ID is equal to b dot bank ID, right? So if I will run this query, so we will get these three fields, right? So now we will use the row number function, right? So here I will use the row number function over partition by name, order by transactions date, right? So we are doing partition by bank name and order by transaction date as row number. And if I will run this now, so it is giving me row number, right? Based on the name of the bank and their transaction date, right? Now, once we will get that, now we will take the first two records of every bank. So to get that, we will use the CTE table. Once we will wrap this entire select query inside the CTE, then we can further use the CTE table to get the first two records, right? with CTE as, close this entire query. Now we will use the select, name, sum of amount as total from CTE, where Rn is less than equal to 2, and group by name, right? So we are doing the sum of amount based on the name, right, from the CTE table, because we have created CTE table out of this select query, right? And we are doing group by name, so that it will aggregate the amount based on the name. Now I will run this. So we will get this output, right? So this is the output where we are getting sum of first two transaction amount of each bank, right? So that's how we can achieve this output. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.